everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Spectral Denizen podcast, where we talk about paranormal things and constantly derail off topic. So, if you guys are into that, make sure to subscribe, hit the like button, and comment down below if you like the podcast. If you don't, then I'm gonna let my co-host Lionheart Place, aka Humberto, tell you off.
Yeah.
All right, that's all he has to say. Literally, that's what I pay him for.
But welcome on in, everybody. Like he said, if you guys like spooky shit and just spooky talk and everything, or just like us in general, go ahead and drop a like on the channel, on the video, and subscribe to the channel for more of these podcast episodes.
Absolutely, and Lionheart Place links are gonna be down in the description as well. So go show him some love, my beautiful co-host. Yeah, without him, it'd just be me rambling about random shit. So thank you for being here.
It's a pleasure, like always.
So today we are going to be talking about the platform that, for some reason, our beautiful government wants to ban, and how it just became another outlet for paranormal investigators or people who are experiencing things to kind of share to the world what they're seeing, and hopefully people believe them, because a lot of people are very incredulous.
Yeah, if it wasn't for TikTok, we wouldn't be getting some of the stuff that we see and to be able to bring it to light and talk about it and everything. So I don't know why they want to ban TikTok, but hey, it is what it is.
Me either, but we're not gonna get into that because then we'll definitely get canceled.
Yeah.
But I just think like TikTok is a great avenue to share this kind of things. One, because it's a lot easier to just record and then upload it into the infinite space that is the internet on TikTok, than as opposed to like making it on YouTube and then putting up the video. Like, people are more likely to believe that YouTube videos are fake because that's where like all the people who make, like, I guess, fake videos and take their time editing and doing CGI and stuff, that's mostly where they go to put their videos. So it's kind of a little more believable coming out of TikTok. It feels more personal.
Yeah, I agree, because there's not you can do video editing on TikTok and everything, but it's not as advanced as to where you would record it and then add all these effects to make something look real and whatnot. So, I mean, if something came out straight out of TikTok, like with what we're about to go over, I would find it a lot more believable than most of the shit that we find,
Oh yeah, definitely. And I think someone who actually has witnessed or has gone through an experience with the paranormal would rather instant click upload into TikTok than have to go through all the prompts YouTube gives you and putting all the description and the thumbnail, and like that just seems like, all right, if you really went through this, you would want to share immediately. And
Yeah.
through YouTube, it just doesn't feel that way.
Yeah. Besides, YouTube is like the Wikipedia of stuff. You can put anything on there.
That's very true. But I guess let's get on with our first topic, and it's this pretty lengthy TikTok you sent me, but I mean, it's definitely worth the watch. There's a couple of things that pissed me off about the editing, but we're not here to talk about the editing.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna go ahead and get right into talking about that. And this video was, do you remember the name of the person who posted it?
I do not. I'm not going to lie. I mean, I could look it up real quick.
I just looked it up, and his name is Paper Chaser 843. I don't know if this is the original one though.
You know what? I think it is, because there are different many. I remember watching this TikTok, and there were many different parts to it.
Okay.
So the different parts are somewhere up on his thing. So I think it is his original video.
Okay.
Either way, that's the poster's name, TikTok account. And basically, in this TikTok, it was him and a team with the rest of his team. They were, investigating, I believe, an abandoned building. He happened to be separated, and whatnot, and yeah, he happened to be separated and whatnot, and he happened to hear, you know, something, and at one point in the video, he heard growling. At least that's what the subtitle said. Is growling. And the thing that freaked me out about it is, he was in a complete darkness where there's nothing being generated. It was just him alone before the lights went out and stuff. And then all of a sudden he said, "Hey, are you there?" or some shit like that. And he called out to something, and I'm telling you, just replaying it in my head is something. When he calls out, something turns and it blinks, and here's the thing, you heard that right. It blinks, and we're talking about complete darkness in the room. So these eyes were glowing, and if I remember correctly, these eyes were glowing red. It blinks and it stares, and of course the guy gets freaked out. And the thing that adds more to this is the fact that the guy just starts. To me, the screams are believable, right?
Yeah.
To me, the screams are believable. I get terrified when I hear this man screams and he's booking it. He's trying to get out, and he screams even more when all of a sudden the doors start closing right in front of him, and there's no one or there's nothing there. And anything. I mean, like, if it was effects, like something as simple as like string on a door and whatnot, that's something, right? I think that you could even see it, no matter how bad the camera quality is, you'd be able to see some shit like that. If I don't know if this door, like from looking at from his perspective, if the door opens and closes towards him, or if the door opens and closes like away from him, basically, like if it opens outward or inward is what I'm trying to say. I can't remember that part, but the fact of the matter is that the door does that, and his screams to me are blood curdling. Now, mind you, when I first discovered this TikTok, it was the brunt of the witching hour. I believe it was 3:30 or some shit like that when I saw this, and I'm like, oh great, why does it have to be whenever I'm about to go to sleep that I happen to find and stumble upon this crap, Needless to say, I'm a big wuss when it comes to crap like this, and I didn't get much sleep, and if I did, I slept with the lights on. Mind you, I couldn't go to sleep fully because I knew that the lights go out at like 4 a.m. on my time. So I had to wait until 4 to make sure that the lights turned back on at the lowest setting, so that way I could still see to where the lights don't bother me when I try to go to bed. It's the only way that I felt comfortable after watching a video like that. It just it curled me and whatnot.
Yeah.
So that was the TikTok more or less in a nutshell. It was some scary stuff, at least for me.
No, yeah, definitely. I definitely gave it a watch as well, and I agree with you on that point. Sometimes just by their reaction, you can kind of gauge whether the video is fake or not. Like, some people just go overboard and just they act it out way too much. They overplay it, and you could kind of tell, like, okay, like this guy's either on something or this video is fake, because you could kind of see, like, you could kind of tell a normal reaction out of a fake one. But there's some hard ones. Like, there's a lot of people, when they get nervous or when they get scared, they start laughing, and a lot of people would see that and be like, okay, like, this guy's like messing around and this is a joke, but that's just some people's natural reaction. They just laugh instead of being scared, and that's where it gets kind of hard to gauge. But from this video, just his reaction just seems so genuine. As soon as he sees those red eyes just turn around and look at him, And after he sees those eyes, with all the things that start happening, it kind of feels like whatever entity it was that he saw, like it kind of got pissed off that one, that it saw it, or two, like it just felt a little more personal after that. And I think that's what scared the investigator even more, that it was like, okay, now it feels like this thing's coming straight for me. And
so you mentioned that he got upset is an understatement, right?
Definitely.
That he got upset is like a little bit of an understatement. But I have so these things, they don't want you to see them.
Well, I mean, obviously I can't speak for them because I'm not a ghost. I mean, I would like to be,
Obviously.
but I mean, but I just think like there's certain entities that obviously feed off of fear. And obviously if they show themselves, they know they're gonna get that reaction out of you. But I think this particular entity was very protective of the space he was in. And so when he turned around and the guy saw him, he felt like, oh, like this guy is legit invading my space. He didn't necessarily get mad that he looked at him, but I think that's where the energy was strongest, because in order for him to even show up to us, it requires a lot of energy. So one, he was already feeding off a lot of from the fear of the investigator. So it was just basically at full power at that point. So it's like it was kind of a reaction to be expected from the entity.
Yeah, that's interesting. That is very interesting, and what you're saying does make a lot of sense, because it does take a lot of energy to manifest, a lot of anger to channel for you to be able to manifest physically and whatnot, I guess, to the point where we're able to see you and react the way that this gentleman did. And so, of course, I mean, it takes a lot of energy alone to be able to try to manipulate physical objects like doors and stuff like that, let alone to just manifest yourself to where the guy can actually physically see you. So that was something. It scared the crap out of me, I'm not gonna lie.
and don't you just love it that TikTok just knows when it's late for you, and they're like, you know what, it's about time we show him one of these videos. It seems pretty late. They'll be happy to see this before they sleep.
Yeah, screw you.
Just the TikTok algorithm win right there.
Do you have anything else to say about that one?
About this specific one, I mean, not about that specific video, but about that investigator overall. I believe it was that same location, just another TikTok that we saw where it was kind of like, I think it scared him in that same attic place, and he was like trying to like get his equipment, and like the thing was just messing with him, and they had like this little ball thing that would activate upon touching, like, and it would like light up, and he couldn't find it, and then he started hearing like weird noises, and then out of nowhere, if I remember correctly, that thing just rolled like right to him, and when he was like alone up in the attic. So this investigations of this location, I'm not gonna lie, I don't remember what location it is, but it's just really good. Like the content it's really spicy.
What you're saying sounds familiar to that TikTok.
Yeah, and then I think one of his other investigators, this girl, like stays by herself in the basement, like inside some closet thing, and like something that touches her while she's in there. Like, it's crazy. This investigation is just straight up crazy. So
Yeah.
definitely go check it out. But that's probably the last thing I gotta say on that one. But there is this other TikTok I sent you, and that one was just like, I don't know what to say about it.
Well, it's interesting because let's start with first off, this is on where is this? This is on Nuke's top 5 TikTok page, and the YouTuber or the person, right? Because we haven't checked out his channel or anything like that, but the person that recorded this, should we say his name? Is that okay?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I hope so.
I mean, it is public, so it's on TikTok. People can read. So, the person that recorded this, that actually had this encounter, was Raul Garcia C. Now, with this guy, it's funny that you mentioned that there are people that, that just are scared naturally whenever they see some scary shit, and then others tend to laugh and whatnot when they're nervous and scared. And this guy is definitely one of those people, and it's interesting to me because whenever I'm scared or whenever I see some crap that I don't want to, I don't want to see, laughing is definitely the last thing on my mind.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm either booking it or I'm fighting, and if it's something I can't see, I'm running.
Makes sense.
Anyway, so this guy, I believe, is in a grocery store, right, or some sort of store, some sort of supermarket.
Yeah, he's in a supermarket. Yeah.
Yeah. So he's in a supermarket. He happens to work there.
Night guard, actually.
Yeah. So a couple of things have been happening in the past, to where others have already known about it, including past workers that work there. But this guy actually managed to get some visuals and whatnot. First things that I noticed, a couple of things moving here and there, and then he notices loud noises coming from upstairs, and so he starts playing music to try to calm himself. And then as he's doing his walking and whatnot from upstairs, he starts saying, apparently there's people here, they just don't know that they're off, that they're checked out from life and whatnot. So as he says that and whatnot, he captures a shopping cart moving in the aisles all by itself, as if somebody was pushing it. So he starts, laughing and whatnot, not laughing hysterically like the Joker, mind you, but just laughing, giggling, and he starts saying, no effing way, and whatnot. So a couple of other things happened, and I think he's in the back, and he starts seeing one of the trolleys where you load a whole bunch of shit. You guys probably see them at Publix if you're in the South here, or other supermarkets. It's just one of those double-handed cart trolley things. I don't know how to explain it, but anyway.
Yeah.
So that thing just starts spinning round and round and round and round. And so obviously he gets more nervous and whatnot. He starts laughing, no effing way, and he starts leaving. And then by about after that point, he starts, talking about some other stuff, and he's pretty nervous at this point because he's very nervous at this point because the laughing is still there, but it's definitely to a minimal, and you can kind of hear the fear in his voice too. What he does not manage to capture towards the end is a shadowy figure, a black figure that manifests right in front of him, as if it's peeking around whatever merchandise or palette that he was filming. He doesn't notice it, but it's there. And before that happens, apparently there's this big giant life-size model of Santa that moves when you plug it in. Santa was moving, it wasn't plugged in at all, no lights or anything, and it looked quite heavy judging by the sound it made by when it dropped.
Yeah.
So pretty interesting things that happened there. I mean, if I was the guy, I would have booked it, because like I said, if I can't see you, I'm not fighting you, and I'm out.
Yeah, and that did happen in Mexico. For some reason, Mexico is just like a freaking power spot for haunted things. And I don't remember exactly which part of Mexico it was, but it's scary enough to go through something like this. And this guy has to literally go through it alone, and he has to stay there. He has to investigate. Being the night guard, like, that is his duty, to run towards whatever's happening. So a lot of people wouldn't be able to take that, especially with all the things that were going on, seeing things move by themselves, things falling out of nowhere, with no one there to like knock them down. And you know, for it being a spot that is very well known by the locals, that everyone's like, yeah, this place is haunted. I mean, I give the guy props for still working there, because that's tough.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I don't care how bad it is. I'm not having shit follow me home or anything. I'll look for another job, man.
I mean, I hope he's getting paid well. But I think I mean, we could go on and on about all the like videos that there are on TikTok. There's so many, and while some do come out as fake, and you know, the person admits, yeah, like, you know, it was just an ARG or whatever, there's still really great paranormal content on TikTok. So if you guys don't have TikTok and are looking for a little extra spice, I mean, that's all I have on my feed is just paranormal stuff. So the feed kind of, you know, goes towards what you like. So don't get put off by what people say. That was totally not sponsored by TikTok, but I mean, I mean, it's just like, it kind of, you know, gets me mad that like people say so much bad things about something and it's like not even true. So I mean, the people that are complaining, that stuff is on their feed because they wanted to. That's all I have to say.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's gonna do it for us today, guys. We went a little over 20 minutes like we always do, but we hope you guys enjoyed this episode. We hope you guys go check out all the good stuff there is on TikTok. Subscribe to this channel and to Lionheart Plays. It helps us out greatly. And if there's a video you guys want us to check out and discuss next, leave it down in the comment section. We'll definitely check it out and talk about it on the podcast. Yeah. Is there anything else?
You know, not much. Just my usual spiel. Make sure you drop a like on the video, make it turn blue. Subscribe to this channel for more Spectral Denizen episodes. And of course, if you have a favorite part of the video, comment it in this comment section below. If you don't have one, you can always comment your favorite emoji, because the exposure still helps us out, and it is completely free. It doesn't cost anything. Just go ahead and drop your favorite emoji if you don't have nothing, and just roll with it. Let's just go.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, I hope you guys have a good day or night, whatever time it is for you guys. And just remember, I'm free. I mean, what?